A video of this lady talking about how she has over $1,200 a month in Affirm payments. And I want to know how it gets that bad, because as somebody who loves Affirm and Klarna and Zip and PayPal paying for, my balance has never been that high. Like, even when I can afford the total, I'm gonna still do a pay in four option if it's available, because I just like doing things in like small snackable bites. You know, those little kids who like, you gotta cut up their food for them so like they can just eat it like that. That's who I am in real life and in my finances. But with that being said, I'm still pretty responsible. Like, half the time I pay the stuff off early. How do you have $1,200 in Affirm payments? Like, what did you buy? What is your limit? Man, what's going on? And keep in mind, that was only Affirm. She had balances on all the other payment platforms too. So she was just paying everything in four. She was probably paying her rent in four, if that's possible. You never know.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Erin, and I just be talking about random stuff that I find on TikTok. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you want to hear more. So guys, today we are going to be talking about Klarna, Affirm, Pay Now, Pay Later, that PayPal four-way plan. Like, guys, I think that's the worst thing that could have ever happened, whereas all those little strategies to get you to actually spend more money, because a lot of people really think they're saving money using these plans, but in reality, you're not, you know. I used to use the PayPal for only because, like, I'm one of those people, like, if I have like $100 flat, like, in my cart, and then the shipment gets added, and let's say it's like $14.99, I just don't buy anything. That's just me. And then, you know, with the PayPal for later, I used to be like, oh, you know, I don't gotta pay this until like 2 weeks, which is stupid because, like, I can actually pay everything, but I just choose not to. But we're gonna talk about some of these stories and how, like, this society, like, you guys are going, you guys, us guys, all of us, like, not me, because I figured it out. I was born in the 90s. Like, I had to struggle. I was able to make $10 stretch, but they're going into debt, and it's very, very bad. And it's, you know, the way these little things are like playing in your face. That story about the woman who owed, like, well, not owed, she owed a lot, but she was paying like $1,200 a month for these things and other stuff on top of that. And she actually broke down a list of what the heck she spent her money on. And I was just like, I didn't even know you can do like four-way plans for like groceries or trips or gas, which is like, why would you want to do that? Because it's one of those things that you're going to constantly keep wanting to, well, not want, need. I just think it's absolutely insane. But we are going to listen to her. Like, for any of you guys that haven't seen this woman before, she actually went viral on TikTok a long time ago, and she is still viral because she is still making the payments. And this woman makes $100K plus a year, and she is in like crazy debt. But let's listen to the video, and yeah, let's go.
$196.23 on Affirm and Klarna since 2022. And the big question is, what did I purchase? If you are new here, hi, my name is Diva, and I am $107,000 in debt, and I am the Affirm and Klarna girl. Yep. When I started this journey, I had $9,500 in debt to Affirm and Klarna. I now have it under $3,000, and we are about to pay off 8 of those suckers next week. But what did I purchase? This is the question everybody always asks. Honestly, everything under this. I have done groceries. I have purchased concert tickets. I have purchased Airbnb. I have gotten my car fixed on Affirm and Klarna. All kinds of stuff. I think I've even gotten gift cards for random stuff. You can pretty much purchase anything you want almost on Affirm.
First and foremost, I didn't even know you can buy half of those things. I don't even know where she got that information to know that she can do that. Who is telling her that she can? That's just crazy to me, because I didn't even know that was possible. I hope nobody never tells me any of that. Like, me hearing this, I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't even hear that, even though I know I'm not gonna do that, because I'm one of those people. I'm like super like, I need to know where my money is going at all time and when am I gonna get my money back type of person. So no, but that's just insane to hear.
And I do get questions like Affirm. Yes, I have 12-month plans. I have not purchased on anything on Affirm probably since last February, so it's been almost a year, and a lot of these are finally coming to the end, but also I've paid off a lot. I literally had like 50 of these when I started this journey in May. It's crazy. It's insane. I know what I'm saying is insane. However, I am saving my very last payment on Affirm. It was something that I actually don't regret spending money on. I regret financing it, but it was pretty big, and it was a once in a lifetime experience.
Okay, so this next video is just gonna break it down a little of the Klarna's marketing strategies and all that, because I probably won't be able to explain it properly because I just think this whole thing is ridiculous. But to others, to each their own. But let's just listen to this quick breakdown real quick.
Convince you to break up with Klarna. I am begging you. Also do my makeup. So how Klarna markets itself to retailers is that they know that they can get shoppers who use Klarna to increase their basket size. And by the way, that's not a secret. It's literally on Klarna's B2B website. 58% of instant financing customers have a higher average order value than typical shoppers. So they are getting you to spend more money than if you were to just use your own cash. Number two, you're literally putting yourself into debt. It might not seem like it because you know that you're going to pay it off in however many months, however many payments, but you're going into debt for that jumper, those pair of shoes, anything that you're buying on Klarna, it's debt. Number three, Klarna benefits from your instant gratification.
Instant gratification. That's the word that a lot of us need to pay attention to. And we do live in a society where instant gratification is the thing. A lot of people don't know how to be patient anymore. The key to saving and all that is being patient. A lot of people don't have that patience anymore. And unfortunately, that's the society that we live in. And it is what it is. But instant gratification is that thing that gets everyone to just buy, especially when they're like, I can make it cheaper doing this, and you can have it right away instead of waiting. And the thing with instant gratification is once you get it and then like you have it and it's like, bleh, now what? Now you need to get more. Now you want more. And that's the unfortunate thing with instant gratification. And I'm not really a big fan of that. I'm one of those people, like, I can wait. And once I get it, I'm going to be very happy knowing that I saved money and I don't have to worry about, the next bill that's coming around, because I'm like, I took care of what I need to take care of. I saved it and I was able to do what I have to do. But let's continue.
Instead of impulse buying and spending all the money that you don't have, learn to save up for what you want. Klarna targets women massively. They really play into the impulse spending card and make you think that you can get whatever you want right now. It's proven that humans are more tempted to buy something when they see it as a lower number, even though that whole number is going to come out of your bank account soon. Splitting things up into payments instead of saving up over time is also one of the worst money habits that you can learn from a young age. Open sinking funds, learn to save up for what you want, and mainly wait to buy what you want. Just remember, Klarna literally exists to help businesses make more money and to get you to spend more money than you actually have. So remember that when you're at your next checkout. It may have been more than a minute, but I hope it convinced you to stay away of Klarna.
I agree with her 100% with everything she said, because she is right. And that whole thing about targeting women, yeah, we have like the biggest weakness when it comes to just shopping. Some guys too, but women, yeah, if we see that jumpsuit is just a little bit cheaper than it was yesterday, most likely we're going to end up buying it, because you know what? We're like, oh, we're spending less, but it's like, in reality, are we? And like I said before, I'm one of those, like, once that shipping comes in and I had already a budget plan in my head and that shipping took me over my budget, I'm just abandoning the cart. Like, I can't. But let's listen to this next story.
Let me tell you today that I really suggest everyone should stay away from Affirm and Klarna and Afterpay. I have so many payments coming out constantly that I'm just going to pay these off and shut it all down, because it'll make you broke, okay? I owe a lot. It's ridiculous. I just take it away from me. So I'm gonna tell you what I owe.
So that 10,000 doesn't look too crazy because she's basically adding all of her bills. That's actually pretty good. I'm not saying that is good, but that's not bad. I know people that owe 10,000 on just one thing. And once upon a time that was me. But I am not there. I made sure I paid that baby off. But yeah, let's listen to what she has. Hopefully it's more than three things that are adding up to that 10,000 and not just one thing. But let's see. That's doable. That can be paid off.
So with Affirm, I actually owe $3,623.88.
Girl, what you buying? I hope it's not clothes and okay, let's continue.
With Klarna, I owe $1,133.55.
Okay, that's not bad, but that's like, what are you buying? And I hope you're not making like these tiny little minimum payments that build up interest over time, because that will be crazy if you. Do they even charge interest? I don't know. I gotta look into that. Okay, let's continue.
With Afterpay, I had to shut it down so I could make monthly payments, so I only owe $151. And with Capital One, I have a credit card, Capital One, I owe $314.56. I have a Barclay card, I owe $3,780.45. I have an American Express card, I owe $1,130.06. So that's a grand total of $10,133.50. So yeah, I owe a lot. So I'm going to stop. After I pay all this off, I'm not going to be charging anything. Okay? Just too much debt. Yeah. I've been a bad girl.
You know what? You're gonna be okay, because I am actually glad that you caught that very early, especially up to that 10,000 mark. That's actually a good catch. And the fact that you caught yourself and you actually made up your mind that once you pay it off, you're going to close it. That's great, because I know people that would pay that off and be like, you know what? Now I have no balance. I'm going to go shopping. Good girl. You know what? You're doing a good job. And I hope you do end up paying that $10,000 debt. And that Klarna and Affirm, girl, I'm glad you're going to close it, because you owe more on that than you do on your credit cards. That's crazy. But that's good that you caught onto it. And I'm happy to hear that.
Take the card away. So I suggest just stay away, especially from Affirm and Klarna and Afterpay. You don't be asking for payments constantly. Shoot, you might go into overdraft. So I will leave that alone.
Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm for every purchase we make. Since when did that become so normalized? I literally just Klarna'd something that was $80. And I'm sorry, but if I don't have $80 to pay up in full, maybe I just don't need it.
Agreed. One thing my husband used to always tell me, that if I can't buy something 3 times in one sitting, I don't need it. And that's the truth. It is true. And if I really needed it, I would have had the money saved for it. You could be smart sometimes.
It's not an essential. I just feel like using those type of services are so normalized, especially if you're in your early 20s. And if it's not for a necessity, I'm sorry, but it's not normal. So for 2025, I want to pay off all of my debt I have when it comes to those, because yes, you accumulate this huge number and then you're like, oh my gosh.
So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I try to keep it short, try to keep it sweet, and I try to keep y'all a little educated with certain things that's going on. And I don't want y'all to get caught up, because it's not cool. I want 2025 to be magnificent, awesome, and everybody have a good old time with money in their pocket and money in their savings. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe, and I will have another video uploaded next week. Or if you want, you can just watch my old videos while you wait. That'll be great too. I would really appreciate that. Yeah. See you later. Bye.
Oh, look at that. Only $38.96 if you use Klarna and Afterpay. Do it.